Hey, hello. You join me with a blank platform IO screen, and I want to use FastLED and an Arduino AT-Tiny85 to do a dropping light. So let's get started. New project. Project name, we're going to call it Falling Light. And we are going to select a board. Now I want a generic AT-Tiny 85. Megas. Tiny 13s. There we are, generic AT-Tiny 85 framework. Right. One of the things we're going to need to have is a dependency for FastLED. So we need to do a lib equals FastLED slash FastLED. Yeah. This is all shown in the documentation on how to install FastLED. Let me get back to here, and we want libraries. We want to search the FastLED. If I spelled it correctly. And we want to add it to a project. We want to select our project. Falling lights. Add. Right. And then back to source, main. We want to include FastLED.h. We need a few things. We need to know how long our LED strip is. Right, I've counted the number of LEDs. So we need to define number of LEDs. On my little test strip there is 17. Good place to start. What else do we need to know? Well, we need to know what pin the LED control is, and on mine it's port 0. So again, define, I suppose, LED signal, and that's on 0. We'll define a brightness, because when you light them up you want a brightness, and we'll define it to about midway, which will be about 128. So again, hash define, we'll call it LED brightness, and we'll say that is 128. Oops, don't need that up there. Right, so we move down to the setup. We need to set up our pin. So pin mode, LED signal and it's an output. We need to have an array, so we need to have a fast LED array. So we have an RGB. We'll define that, and we'll call that LED array, and it has number of LEDs, and we'll default it to 0. So that should be happy. Right, we need to tell FastLED what it's doing. And we do that with the add LEDs. We have WS2812Bs. They're on LED signal. The order is green, red, blue. We need to know the array. That's the LED array, and we need to pass it the number of LEDs. Now, I've been having problems with the speed of the 80Tiny85, and so I found that at the moment the only way of getting them to work successfully with the LEDs I've got is to set the clock divisor by 2. So divide by 2 on the clock prescaler. Sorry, I'm not going to document it exactly, but basically to do that you need to set bit 8 high, and then the next instruction has to be, oops, got to have a 0 up there, isn't it? Has to be clear that bit and set the prescaler divider you want. So divide by 2, I want to set it to 0.1. That should halve the clock speed, and it should be happy with that. So what next? We need to put some data in the LEDs just to see what they're doing. So let's put some data in the array. So it's LED array. We'll start at 0. We'll make that equal to RGB green. Oh, there we go, red. Do RGB red. We'll do LED array. Now we've got 17, so 16, starting at 0, 16 will be the last one. Oh, we'll make that one red as well. So that should set the first LED and the last LED to red, and then we need to show it. What you do is you set the array to how you want it to, and then you need to tell FastLED to draw it. So FastLED dot show, and then we want the brightness, which we set to 128. So that should just show them at half brightness. It just saves some of the power on the being pulled, because I'm only going to use the programming dongle to power it. Now hopefully that should build. Just get rid of that. That was successful, but will it actually download? We'll put in the board. We'll go to upload. We're writing that in, reading it back. And there we have it. As you can see, LED 0 is red, and the last one is red. So it's kind of as simple as that. That's just a quick and dirty. So what do we do next? We need to drop the light. So we need to index the light down, and each time we do it we need to call FastLED show. Well, I noticed while it was all flashing past that a warning popped up about bit banging outputs and things like that. Well, I had a quick look around and found that if you define FastLED internal and build, you don't get that message. So not exactly sure what it does, truthfully, but putting it there as one of the things I found said gets rid of that error message. Well, warning, it still seems to work with it. So what do we want to do next? We want to make the LED drop. So let's have a think about that and how we're going to do it. So first of all, we want to get rid of those. Don't need them anymore. That was just a test to see if it worked. We need a loop. We need a for loop. So we initialize an I. Why not make it 0, because that's the first of our bits. We want it to stop. Well, we want to loop while I is less than or equal to the number. Woo! Too many button presses. The number of LEDs -1, because we're starting at 0. And then of course we want to increment I. We'll get rid of that for a minute because we'll put it there to bring the FastLED show in. Right, so what do we want to do? Oops. We want the LED array and we want to index it by I, and we want to set the color, say, to red. We want to show that, so we'll bring that there. That will show the red LED at the position of I. We want to delay it by an amount so we get a chance to see it. And then we want to set the array to black. Now, so what's going to happen is we're going to make the first LED 0 red. We'll show it. We'll delay 60 seconds. We will turn it black. Come back round. Turn the next one on red. Display it 60 milliseconds, sorry, and do that. So let's upload that. Patiently waiting for it to upload. And there it goes. Now, simple dropping LED. Repeating. So this is the start of a project to make a sort of dropping light, meteorite, comet, whatever you want to call it. And so this is just the beginning to show how simple it is to move an LED down a string of WS2812Bs using FastLED. So if you like it, please subscribe. You know, hit the bell so you get notified and comment. Please comment the hell out of my videos. I try and reply to all comments, and you know, hopefully YouTube algorithm will see the comments and the likes and things. I'll get a bigger audience. So thanks very much for watching.